3 months into trading, Dave saw a line on his statement he did not recognize. A charge, every single night, labeled rollover fee, on a currency pair he thought he simply owned. He had euros, he thought. He did not. He had never owned a single physical euro, not for 1 second, and nobody had told him that going in. That gap between what traders think they are holding and what they are actually holding is exactly where accounts get confused and sometimes get damaged. So before we touch a single entry or exit, we are going to open the hood on Forex itself and figure out what Dave and you are really trading. There are really 4 doors into the Forex market for a retail trader, and most people walk through one without ever looking at the other 3. Door 1, currency futures. Standardized contracts traded on regulated exchange. Same contract size, same expiration for everyone, fully transparent. Door 2, currency options, also exchange traded, but here you are buying a right, not an obligation, to buy or sell a currency at a set price before expiration, and that market has limited hours and thinner liquidity than you would expect. Door 3, currency ETFs, a fund wrapper that gives you exposure to one or more currencies without placing a single individual trade yourself, but you are still stuck with stock market hours and a brokerage commission. And door 4, the one almost every retail trader actually uses, spot Forex. That is where Dave lives, and that is where we are headed next. Spot Forex is not an exchange at all. There is no single building, no central order book like the stock market has. It is what traders call over-the-counter, meaning 2 parties simply agree directly with each other on the current exchange rate right now, with no clearinghouse standing in between. That is the actual spot market, the real one, where currency changes hands at today's rate. But here's the catch. That real spot market was never built for someone trading a few $1,000s from a laptop. It was built for one very specific group of players, and figuring out who they are tells you exactly why Dave's account works the way it does. The primary spot market is called the interdealer, or interbank market, and it is exactly what it sounds like. The very largest financial institutions on earth trading currency directly with each other, in size that makes retail trading look like pocket change. This is where the real exchange rate gets made, minute by minute, between banks that trust each other's credit enough to trade directly. Dave was never going to get a phone line into that network. No retail trader does. So the question becomes, if that is the real market, how does a rate from that world end up on Dave's phone screen at all? That path runs through one more idea first, settlement. Here is something that surprises almost every new trader. A spot trade is not actually instant. When 2 counterparties agree on a rate today, the contract settles on what is called the value date. Standard practice is 2 business days later for most pairs, 1 day for a few, written as T+2 or T+1. So even in the real interbank market, spot Forex is a short-dated contract with a delivery date sitting a day or 2 out, not a same-second swap. Keep that value date idea in your back pocket, because it is the exact mechanic that Dave's broker is about to use over and over again to keep his account open without ever shipping him actual currency. Retail Forex trading is a secondary market, built on top of that interbank world. Dave does not call a bank directly, he opens a platform. Remember, context beats the pattern, the stop is what saves you, and nothing replaces practice on a live chart.